everyone, my name is Shannon and this is my channel, The Sewing Warehouse, where I talk to you about my dressmaking journey. Today I have another Friday Sews vlog for you, which is just a little bit of a chatty vlog of things that I have gotten up to in the last week. So last week I didn't release a Friday Sews vlog because I was on a business trip, so I wasn't able to record one or do any sewing for that matter. So we wouldn't have much to talk about anyway. But today I am back and I want to start with telling you about the postcard swap that I participated in, organized by In a Haystack. I think up until the 20th of February you could sign up to participate in the postcard swap, and then after that you get a name and an address of someone, and then you're expected to send a postcard and then you will receive one as well. And I received mine this week, so I just wanted to show you because it's really pretty. It's a rainbow with flowers on each side, and it's kind of watercolory. And I think it is really pretty, and I'm gonna put it in my sewing space. And I received mine from One Stitch at a Time Jojo. So thank you, Joe, for sending me this really nice card. And then we'll get a nice spot in my sewing space. Another thing that I have been doing is I have been sorting out my buttons by color. So I've got lots and loads of buttons. They were all in this big jar. And it annoyed me because I could never just really find one for the color, so I never end up using them and always buy new buttons, which obviously doesn't help. So I've now sorted most of them out in colors. Still got a little bit to do. But it will just make it so much easier that when I'm making something or planning something, I can just look at my buttons and see, like, do I already have the good buttons for it? So yeah, hopefully I will start using them then as well. And one other thing that I did is I bought some new fabric, and I will show you in a minute, but it has a little bit of a story behind it. So as some of you might know, I have been trying to figure out how to make more outfits rather than just garments, and in doing so I've just been doing some research into what kind of outfits would suit me, like the shape of something, but also the color, prints, things like that. And then when I concluded my research, I was like, okay, but let's look at my Make 9 list, and what I have on there, and if I'm still sure that it is something that I would wear, basically. And there was one dress on my Make 9 list that just doesn't have any shaping on the waist. It's just kind of like an A, but from A line, but from the top, basically. I like the dress. It looks really pretty. I'll put it in a picture so you can see. But I just don't think it will look flattering on me, which is a bit of a shame because I was looking forward to making it, you know. And I actually plan to make it for my bachelorette party. So by scrapping that dress, obviously I needed to come up with another outfit to wear for my bachelorette party, but also a new make for my Make 9. So I started thinking about doing a skirt, and a skirt has several skirts have passed my mind. There is sorry, there is the, I can't remember what the dress is called, what the skirt is called, but there's this really big dress from Mood Society. It's a free pattern, a really big skirt. It's really long and it's full of drama, and I really like the idea of that. And I also had the perfect fabric picked out for it already. But I just started thinking, like, I don't know what I'm going to do for my bachelorette party. Like, I don't know how much of the tradition it is in the UK, but where I'm from, the maid of honor organizes the bachelorette party, and you're basically just being kidnapped for a day. And you do all sorts of things. So I've got no clue what I'm going to do. So I thought, well, maybe I have to be a little bit more practical. So then there's this other skirt from Mood Society, which I'm sure I'll make at some point. It has kind of like this balloon hem. Would you call that a balloon hem? It's bubble hem, I think it's what it's voluminous at the bottom, and I think it looks really cool, and it's a bit shorter, so it's a bit more easy to wear for like activities and things like that. But there was one skirt I couldn't get out of my mind, and it's this ready to wear skirt that I used to have, that I really loved, but obviously because you then wear it so much because you love it, wear and tear, it happens. So I thought maybe I should recreate that skirt. And it was a black and white skirt, and I wanted to recreate it in some color, but it's like a very wide box pleat skirt. So I thought, well, why don't I try to recreate that and then draft it myself? Which, I mean, saying it out loud sounds a bit crazy because I've never drafted anything myself, but I've given myself plenty of time. I think my bachelorette party is at the end of May, and I've got a week of holiday somewhere in April to spend on sewing, basically. Sorry, I've got like a little frog in my throat or something. Alright, so box pleat skirt, and I'm going to draft it myself. Now I haven't drawn it out, so I'm going to show you. This is going to be the outfit. So this skirt, it's a high-waisted skirt with box pleats and then cobalt blue, and then I want a row of orange at the bottom. And then for the top, I'm just going to do some simple. I think I will make the assembly line cuff top, and then in the same fabric as the skirt, and I think that will look pretty cool. So I bought the fabric from Minerva. I'm in a cotton poplin, just like this really bright blue color, and then with it this orange. So I think that will look really cool. I've thought, well, if you look at like colors that suit me, the blue is good for my face, and then the orange not so good, but it will be at the bottom, so that'll be fine. But the blue looks good on my face, and I really like this color, and I don't really have many garments in this color, so I'm happy to make some more. So yeah, I'm very curious as to how that's going to turn out. Obviously I will record the process, because I'm going to start with like calculating like how big the pleats should be and stuff like that, and then you start making a trial and stuff. So this will, I won't cut into the good fabric until I'm sure, obviously, but yeah, I think it should be a good learning process on how patterns come together and things like that. So we will see. Other than that, what do I have to tell you guys? Not that much, because I have been very busy with wedding planning and work and studying. I haven't done a lot of sewing. As you can see, I did finish my So Yellow for Endo dress. I just took the pictures. So that will definitely be, that's in time for the reveal tomorrow. And then I have my So Frugal Make and vlog that I am working on. So yeah, I think other than that, I just got a lot of catching up to do, because I've before I left, I watched all the So Frugal vlogs from everyone else following the vlogger tour, as you say. But then I was away and now I have so much catching up to do on all the vlogs from everyone. So yeah, I'm trying to do that as well. As well as obviously like studying and wedding planning and everything else. Obviously I have been very jealous of seeing everyone enjoying the Sewing for Pleasure show at the NEC and the Stitch Festival in London. Unfortunately I couldn't be there at the NEC because I was on a business trip, and then this weekend, I mean, I just came back, so I'm just a bit tired and London is a bit far away to just travel down to, so I decided not to go, but it is too bad because it looks like everyone's having so much fun. So yeah, hopefully next year, or I'm hoping actually to go to Alexandra Palace later in the year. Alexandra Palace, I should say, later in the year for the knitting and stitching show, but we shall see. I believe I'm coming back from holiday just then as well, but it'd be so good to go. So yeah, thank you for watching and I hope you have a great weekend, and for now, let's go sew!